Real people, real celebrities, real talk.
Join the Breakfast Club.
Blast off in your ear.
Weekday morning, 6 to 10.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ MV Angela Yee, Charlamagne Tha God. We are the Breakfast Club. Special guest in the building, Mr. Michael B. Jordan.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, man, it's good to see you bounce back after Fantastic Four, man.
I appreciate it, man.
I thought it was going to be over after that.
This one, nah, it was going to be over.
Was that bad?
It was pretty bad.
Really?
Yeah.
It didn't turn out the way we wanted to.
Why was it so bad?
It just didn't turn out the way it was supposed to, man. It was one of those things where, like, everybody would put their best foot forward, but sometimes, it's just out of your control. You know?
And then you got a lot of backlash initially because the Human Torch historically is white.
Yep.
You're black. We were happy to see it.
Appreciate that,
but
man.
But comic book fans are like, no.
It's a continuity thing. Like, these guys grew up with these characters, last 40 years, they used to seeing it one way. So anything changes, they're gonna be a little, upset about it.
And then it took y'all forever to get y'all powers.
It did take a long time, right? Yeah.
It was by the time y'all got it, the movie was over.
I think Fantastic Four is one of the hardest comic book properties to turn into a film. You got 4 individual origin stories that you're trying to cram into one. So it was a little difficult, but it did take a long time.
You almost got to do it like Avengers, kind of.
Almost, right?
Yeah.
That's it. You a comic book fan?
Absolutely.
He is. Look, he has a Wolverine tattoo.
I ain't mad at it. Yeah, I grew up definitely.
I don't know anything
sure.
about comic books,
sure.
so, but I did love Fruitvale Station, so
so
congratulations on that.
As a kid, I only got comic books because I knew they were going to make money when I grew older.
Oh, like you could save
collector's
them.
items?
Yeah, I collect them and save them.
I thought
it was really in the comics.
I didn't really ever read them.
It's okay. It's all right.
Sorry.
It's not a wrong answer.
No.
It's not a wrong answer.
But anyway, Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, sir.
Now, which one of your parents was Chicago Bulls fans?
Nah, my dad's name is Michael Jordan. And he's older than MJ.
So
okay, so Michael Jordan was named after him.
Was one of those things. There was no getting around it. As a kid, I wanted to change my name, though. I used to hate my name as a kid.
Too much
It's
pressure?
a lot to live up to.
Because I was playing basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't dunk,
I mean, yeah.
Michael
I mean, not until I got to high school, but I'm talking about like even younger than that. You know, you imagine kids picking on you all the time when you're younger. You think your world's coming down around you, but I had to embrace it.
But it actually helps now because aren't you doing stuff like I feel like you're doing stuff with Jordan,
They had a big part of Creed. They as far as their their brands, the training gear and stuff like that. So yeah, now we're collaborating a little bit, cross promoting right now.
That's kind of dope.
And I feel like it probably had to be a lot of pressure because your name was Michael B. Jordan. If you grew up poor and couldn't afford Jordans,
it might be a little the pressure that maybe you should have had, but not. I don't know, man. My parents they gave me as much as they could, man. We rocked out and worked hard, and it gave me a healthy chip on my shoulder because it made me want to be great at something. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I wanted my own name or my own recognition for something.
Now, how'd you get into acting? Because it seems like you're having a little moment right now.
A big moment.
It's been crazy. My mom had she has lupus. So when I was younger, I was literally coming out of a doctor's appointment with her, and the receptionist was like, "You should get your kid into modeling," which is weird because I was like an awkward.
And she probably was a pedophile.
Yeah,
Might have been a pedophile.
Nah, she had 2 sons that was in the business too.
Oh, okay.
So she had 2 kids that was in the business.
I
I crashed on an audition. I booked it, and ever since then it's just been like from stepping stone to stepping stone, background work, extra work, modeling, stuff like that, and then it just turned into a career over time.
You know how Trick Daddy deals with lupus. You know Trick Daddy has lupus.
Did not know that.
Do you know who Trick Daddy is?
Of course.
Okay.
Tell me how he
I mean,
deals
thank
with
that
lupus.
young. Come on.
Trick Daddy smokes weed and laces it with cocaine. He don't take his lupus medicine.
Really?
Because he said the lupus medicine causes like your liver to mess up and your kidneys.
Steroids and stuff like that. It definitely destroys your ligaments over time. I hear marijuana is
That's what I hear.
Helps.
I mean, I don't have.
Yeah.
I don't have lupus.
Well, now let's talk about this movie Creed because I'm super excited for it. I am a boxing fan also, and Envy and I actually should take boxing. So today we wanted you to challenge him. As far as training. And see if you can knock Envy out.
I definitely did not see that.
Did you really train for this film? Like, did you
have to.
Because I knew about this before we even shot Fruitvale. Ryan asked me before we even started shooting that project if I wanted to play.
That was 3 years ago.
Exactly.
Well, it came out 3 years ago. So when did y'all shoot Fruitvale?
We shot Fruitvale 3 years ago, but literally before we started shooting, we were walking the set one day, and he was like, "Man, I got this idea about Apollo Creed's son. You want to play him?" And I was like, "Cool." And we went and shot Fruitvale.
That
and
easy? Just you want to do it? Yeah.
I mean, because me and him, we got a connection, obviously, and a chemistry, and we want to, continue to make films and tell stories that we feel as though need to be told moving forward. So anyway, it was that simple. I was like, yeah, let's do it, and then I started training about a year ago, a year before we started filming.
You had to bulk up 24 pounds, I heard.
24 pounds of muscle.
A lot of protein?
Tons. I mean, just chicken, broccoli, brown rice, gallon and a half of water a day, and just doing that consistently.
Did you lay off sex too, like boxers say they have to do?
Not so much. Okay. Not so much. You know what I mean? But during filming, I was pretty focused.
Were you a Rocky fan as a kid? Did you watch Rocky movies?
I watched it, but I mean, it came out 40 years ago. I missed the first.
They come on reruns all the time.
They do. I mean, I watch it,
yeah.
but I mean, I just didn't. I wasn't a huge Rocky fan
right.
growing up. But before I started filming, I definitely binge watched.
Do you know who Apollo Creed was, or you had no clue?
No, I knew who Apollo Creed was. Yeah.
So what's the backstory of this movie? Apollo, like his illegitimate son he didn't know he had?
I mean, it's about this kid, who never knew his father. And I think the absence of that man, left a lot of questions, and especially, him being the most famous fighter in the world, stopping him from pursuing boxing. His grandmother, from a lot of different, you have a famous dad in the world. It's kind of hard to have your own legacy, similar to, anyway.
Similar to who?
No. Meaning
JoJo Simmons?
Nah, I wasn't. Cut it out, man. You just been trying to start some shit, man. Damn. No, man. But anyway, it's him just trying to find out who he is and what he has on the inside, and he ultimately finds that kind of father figure in Rocky when he goes to Philly and in a trainer. So that's kind of.
Is there anything in the script where you got to go to Russia to go take out the Russian that killed your pops?
Nah, man. Unfortunately, we wanted to, Uh-oh.
That is his vibe, right?
No, it's all good. No Russia storyline in this one.
Go ahead.
Sylvester Stallone was very involved with you, though, as far as working on your character and.
Sly kind of took a step back on this one and let me and Ryan and Aaron Covington, we kind of really developed these characters and kind of let us do our thing. He really took. It
had to be hard for him too, I'm sure.
I think it was at first for sure. It really was, and then he realized how hard Ryan works and how serious he took this, how personal the project is, because this story kind of came about between him, his relationship with his dad, and that's kind of how the whole story kind of came about. And Sly respected that and kind of let us do our thing, which was awesome.
Y'all shot in Philly?
Yeah, we
shot in Philly.
Yeah,
in Philly. Did y'all run up the steps and all that in the movie?
Not gonna do any spoiler alerts or anything like that, but I had my version of that, for sure.
Now, why does Ryan play the background so much? Because I feel like he did Fruitvale too, right? Am I mistaken?
Yeah,
he did Fruitvale. I like to see brothers. Like we need to see more brothers.
Yeah, no, I mean he's definitely he's outspoken when he needs to be, but he's definitely a chill, quiet, reserved cat. Very much so a thinker. Not a big talker. You know what I'm saying? But when he needs to talk, you listen. You know what I mean? Right. So he's the real deal.
Now, did Rocky sit you down and quiz you on Rocky movies? That's why you had to do the binge thing before you?
Nah. Sly is like, man, he's a funny
Stallone
dude,
to you, young man.
Nah, I call him all right? OG. Nah, Sly's a cool cat, man. He's very knowledgeable. I mean, class clown. I mean, this dude, he's a bigger jokester than you, man. He be in here cracking jokes, talking shit. So he's a cool cat, though.
Now, I read an article in Variety that says that you and Sly should be considered for Oscars. Say he should be considered for supporting.
When that article come out?
I read it this morning. It's in Variety.
Came out today?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Let me Google that.
That's what's up.
Yeah, Google.
Nah, that's news to me, man.
Yeah, they didn't say you're getting a nom.
No.
You should be considered.
Congratulations, you've been nominated. I'm glad we could break the story here.
But just that consideration, man, to be in that conversation is yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah, the guy who wrote the article said that's like Sylvester Stallone's best role in years.
Really?
I think we get a real honest performance out of Sly that we haven't seen in a really long time. I think people are gonna connect with it.
Now, when do you know that you become that guy? Because when you're listening around Hollywood, they're like Michael B. Jordan is the next guy. What makes somebody the next guy?
Man, I don't know, man. I think just having a moment. Yeah. Have a string of projects, maybe back to back to back, and just getting some buzz and doing things that people connect with. That's not. I don't want to be a flash in the pan. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not what kind of career I want or that I tried to have for myself. Like it's always been stepping stone to stepping stone, doing work that I'm proud of, things that I don't mind. You know what I'm saying? Like being a part of. And now it's just I don't know, man. It just is what it is.
Is there anything that you won't play that you won't do?
I won't do. I mean. Never say never, but I mean, this is
What do you think about right now that you say I wouldn't?
I mean, come on, man.
You say that you don't want to be the black guy in movies. You just want to give me the role. Don't say I'm the black guy in the movie. Just let me be the guy.
I think it all starts from conception as a writer. You know what I'm saying? If your only interactions with somebody is is in one type of way, you're gonna write somebody that type of way. I'm not interested in playing the stereotypes all the time. You know what I mean?
I want to play the drug dealer.
I mean, I've done that. You know what I'm saying? Which is cool. It was awesome. But I mean, I think there's other ways to show a black male experience besides making them the drug dealer. You know what I'm saying? I want to play people that everybody will want to go see. You know what I'm saying? That anybody can play.
Right.
Me being black, I'm gonna make them black regardless. regardless, because that's what's going to be. It doesn't have to be.
I mean, I don't think you have an option.
I don't have an option.
With special effects and everything, you could do anything in makeup. But are you seriously considering directing now that you've directed yourself in a commercial?
Oh, check you out. Yeah. Yeah, did you see it or you heard? You
no,
heard
I did. I looked at it. Yeah. That has to be difficult to direct yourself.
That one was extremely difficult, but at the same time, I'm starting to really love directing. Ryan really he's been pushing me in that direction. He told me it's really not a perfect time to do it. Just jump into it and do it. So I had the opportunity to do it with Warner Brothers and Brand Jordan. It was awesome.
Are you guys? Somebody was telling me you're going to be like training people or something with boxing at the.
You ain't got time for
something.
Yeah, we're doing
See,
that'd be a dope promotion for the movie.
See, I don't know if I can even Well, yeah, we're doing these little pop-up training sessions with Brand Jordan. You know, where you come in and train like Creed and stuff like that. So kind of go through
that's what we going tonight.
You come to train?
I told you we're training.
I didn't know
we're going to be training.
Are you showing up?
I was just going to come with a
You got cameras in here. This is it.
I'm going to be dressed up, though, because I have to go to this awards thing and give an award.
This awards thing, huh?
Yeah, the Ween Awards.
Okay.
I mean, I'm saying I can fight.
Okay, I believe
I
you.
can box.
I feel you.
And I'm actually better than Envy. Envy, can you let them know?
Don't let them whore you. Don't let them whore you out though, because you get to the point where they just want you to have your shirt off all the time to sell this movie. Don't let them objectify you.
I'm cool with that.
I'm
cool with that. It's a brand new body. I haven't even really took it out for a spin yet.
Yeah.
It's new.
Do you feel like you're addicted to boxing now that you've been doing all this training? I know you continued on and you're still.
I'm still hitting the pads. I'm still hitting the gym. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gives you a certain discipline and focus, and it gives you you're in a routine now. So I like to keep it up as much as I can.
They don't want you to be a musclehead for other roles, though, right?
Nah, but I don't mind. Since you're only young once. You know what I'm saying? Kick down some doors, jump over some cars. You know what I mean? Beat up some bad guys.
You mentioned cars a lot. I heard you used to drift.
I did.
Did somebody tell you to cut that the hell out?
My dad and my mom.
After Paul Walker died, maybe?
No, way before that, man.
Okay.
After I burnt a couple clutches and, my pop had to come get me. Yeah.
Why the hell you thought you was in Fast and
I
Furious?
mean, I think everybody, it was a phase. It was a phase. I think everybody kind of had that moment.
Stuff.
Jersey. Avenue P. Yeah, it was. Yeah, we had it.
I saw you got the key to the city.
I did. That was very special for me, man, to get a key to the city from your hometown, which is weird.
Cause
from Newark? I'm from Newark. I'm from Brick City, man.
How many bodies you got?
What you talking about?
You never killed nobody?
New Jersey Drive, that's like.
Nah, man. But yeah, man, key to the city was awesome. It's kind of weird when you get the key to the city. It's like is it key to what? Like what is the key to? Does it unlock anything?
Not in Newark.
Nope.
They don't just give out the key to the city in Newark either.
Nah, I stayed out of that. My parents kind of kept me out of it. Kept me in the city, kept me busy. Yeah.
I heard you drifted through the tunnel one time, the Highland Tunnel.
The fastest I've ever gotten to.
No,
I ain't drifted, but the fastest I ever got from Highland Tunnel to my exit off 78 was about 12 minutes, and that was yeah.
I've done that.
Michael, why didn't you just join a gang? If you want to live dangerous, if you're from Newark, you could have just joined the gang. You could have just lived dangerously that way.
I'm trying to do that later
Why?
on. What were you driving?
I had a BMW 330 Ci at the time.
You probably popped that clutch immediately. That clutch was gone.
Oh, it was finished.
Now, Michael
Somewhere on
B.
the
Jordan, I'm so glad you're here. I want you to settle a dispute. There was a very heated argument in here between Envy and Charlamagne the other day about boxing. Really, first we started off talking about the UFC and Ronda Rousey and all of that. Then we started talking about being cocky and being arrogant in that particular sport. And do you think
I didn't hear the argument, so I'm coming in clean. What's up?
Yeah.
No, I want to know.
You don't talk because he's going to make it biased.
So
Let me just ask you a question.
What's the question? What's up?
Okay, do you think that it's important as a boxer to be cocky and arrogant, or do you think it's more important to be humble?
I think there's a show to the business. You know what I'm saying? There's a showman side that helps put people in the seats. You know what I'm saying? That draws hype to the sport, that needs the hype. Mm-hmm. Then I also think there's a certain humility that you must have. You know what I'm saying? That's just me personally speaking. Because it's like Mike Tyson was. He wasn't really that humble, but he was just knocking cats out left and right. What could you say to him when he walked into the ring? He was. You were getting put down. So I'll say there's a certain amount of cockiness that I think you need to have to
sell those seats
for sure.
Get people
for
to
sure.
As long as you win.
For sure. As long as you win, yeah, for sure.
But I'm just saying you gotta sell the seats like foreplay me, like rub my balls.
Whoa, come on.
Yeah, you gotta make it interesting. You want to make it interesting. That tension, that heat, that weigh in, that face off. You kind of need that tension to kind of like make it interesting before the fight.
You know what sells seats?
What?
When you win.
This is true.
That's it.
But some people are considered boring fighters also.
This is true.
And they could win, but they're boring.
I was trying to think of the cat that.
Remember the fighter that used to smoke cigarettes and drink liquor on the way to the ring? What was his name?
The Spanish dude.
Dude.
What was his name?
He had a little buzz for a second because of all of that, but he couldn't win.
Yeah.
So after that, he was done. 4 fights, he was gone. Like, okay.
I think you need a mixture of both, though. I think the right amount of cockiness is dope, and people want to go see the fight, and then you got to be, humble enough to take that W and shake hands at the end of the fight.
I heard that you banging every white woman in
Oh
Hollywood.
man, that's aggressive.
That's true?
No,
That's impossible.
It's not true.
I mean, not every, but a lot.
I mean, I like women.
All right.
Period. Black, white, green,
You got a crush
brown.
on Iggy? You got a crush on Iggy Azalea too, I heard.
Crush?
He doesn't know her.
I know Iggy. I know Iggy back in the day.
Oh,
Not like that. No. Relax.
You so fancy.
Y'all are so petty. Y'all are so petty. Why are y'all so petty? Like, no, there's nothing like that. Don't start no rumors. I don't want to see this shit. No blogs.
The way you
Ain't nothing
said
like
it,
that.
though, Mike.
I know.
You did the head nod.
From back in the
Really?
day,
The head
before
nod.
Swaggy P.
I told you what I was getting into. I told y'all, right? When I was getting into coming up here. Nah.
Okay, what about Kendall Jenner? They say you was dating her.
I got caught in a frame of the same picture. It's so weird when you walking out of a club or walking somewhere, you get caught in a picture and all of a sudden y'all dating. Why is that?
Did you get caught in the picture because when you saw the cameras, you tried to back away? But
Nah, I'm just saying. I mean, I didn't even know who she was that night. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those
Kendall
situations.
Jenner?
I don't watch a lot of TV, bro. Like all that extra stuff, man, that's not me. Like I'm about my work, my business, my friends, my family. I have a good time when I'm supposed to, but other than that, I ain't in all the extra drama.
That's some
you
good
don't read about me.
No, that's true. But you know what though?
But
That's
a lot
some
of girls
good-ass
like
game,
him
Michael.
because
I mean, that's
some
cool.
good ass game.
What you
What's
talking
that?
about?
What?
You a Hollywood star? You're in real movies. I don't know no reality star.
I mean,
Who
I'm
are
not.
you?
No, I'm not saying that
Who
neither.
are
'Cause I got my
you?
guilty pleasures every once in a while, but I'm not in all that stuff, man. I try to keep myself,
I said you were coming. A lot of women hit me up like, tell him I said, hey, what's
But
up?
I love my sisters out there.
Right.
Let's not get it confused.
Oh, you did get caught up in a little
let's not get it
scandal.
confused.
First of all, they think you
Clear
hate
that
black
up.
women because you got pictured with 2 white women.
But isn't that crazy though?
That is very crazy.
I mean, that's ridiculous. I got a strong black woman. I got my mother, my sister. I'm merged in my community. I love my people. It's unreal how quick people can try to flip on you and try to strip you down and make something, make you into something that you're not, based off of a misquote or somebody's words or putting down or you know what I'm saying, somebody else's tweet.
You know what you tell them?
What?
You're like, you know what I like? Pink.
Shut up.
Said it by the man himself.
You can't even say that.
Said it by the man himself. That's what I said.
It just has to be.
You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that.
It just has to be difficult now because you're getting so much attention after, Fruitvale Station and then now doing this movie. So now it's probably like, okay, everything I do and say, people are really overly interpreting.
A lot is happening and changing very fast, and there's no blueprint to it. So I'm gonna make some mistakes. I'm gonna say some things maybe that I shouldn't have said, or some things that I say might be taken out of context. But like, I'm just asking everybody to grow with me, like they've been growing with me for the past 12 years.
Mm-hmm.
But some things we just didn't grow up on. I saw you get caught up this summer in the whole female controversy, calling women female.
How do y'all feel about that?
I had no idea. I had a bunch of girls attack me for it.
Explain.
I didn't know female was a derogatory term.
I didn't know it was either.
You know how women don't want to be called females anymore.
I didn't know
They
that.
said because it's.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, cool.
They don't like females because it said it's not gender specific or something like that.
Female?
Or something to that. Not gender specific.
I didn't know.
You're not addressing what kind of female it is.
I guess
it could
I'm
be a
gonna-
female cat or female dog.
I just clicked the box the other
But
day.
you
It
can
said
be
male
if
or
you're a
female.
male.
Hey, listen, y'all.
What'd you put in?
This is my internal dialogue.
Apologize, though, Mike.
It was one of those things where, like, I felt like I needed to, because obviously there were some people out there that were definitely offended, and this is like definitely something that and it was addressing a lot of different things. I think that article caused a lot of drama and a lot of different things. So I just wanted to set the record straight on everything, and that was something that I definitely wanted to address. But me personally, it was a little confusing.
That was the GQ interview, right?
Yes, sir.
I heard was it true you was drunk in that interview?
No,
Oh, okay.
no.
He tried to get you drunk in here just now. But
I mean, yeah, I know, right? Offering moonshine off the rip.
I did.
Well,
You
listen,
confused about that?
As a kid, you're taught that there's males and females, no matter what scantron you.
I think
I don't get
we
it
should,
either.
we should. Hey, look, man. There's certain people out there that find it offensive, and
All right. Well, you used to be a rapper.
I used to be a rapper. Where did you find that?
They
sure
said
you-
that you
never
was
was a
writing
rapper?
poetry and that you were a
I
rapper.
used to write poetry. Yeah,
You didn't have a rap name. You didn't have a poet name. No.
where did you just?
Man, I'm impressed by this. Like y'all find.
What you talking about?
You from Newark.
But you gotta understand. If you see a black man from Newark
That
and
does
it says he was
poetry.
a poet, he was a rapper. He was a rapper. That's what it is. Now, a lot of chicks do like you. You know what I'm saying? I know you be having your fun. you know. But ever since what happened to Charlie Sheen, you feel like you might want to slow down?
This guy's crazy.
Oh, I did just hear about that. That's crazy, man. That's that's intense. I mean, I think everybody walking out of the Straight Outta Compton movie was like, ooh, man, let me chill let me chill out for a second. But I mean, I think that's real. And honestly, you got to be selective and decisive about who you laying down with, especially nowadays, because everybody doesn't value themselves as much as you do. You know
Has a girl tried to trap you yet?
Nah, I never. I've been blessed.
Take
enough
the condom off, Michael.
Shut up.
So
is there going to be a Creed too? Because I'm ignoring him.
No, you're not editing.
That's a great sound clip.
You're trying to get. Nah, you're not getting that.
Charlamagne flirts with Michael B. Jordan. He's unaware.
What?
No, that's what girls say though. You never be with a chick and she's like, take the condom off. Like, for what?
Who says that to you? You're married.
I'm talking about back in the day.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
y'all funny.
Back in the day,
Yeah,
you've had that happen to you before.
It's definitely happened before. Yeah. And it's like one of those questions you almost get offended. Like, what?
Does it make you go limp?
It definitely a turn off. It's definitely a turn off.
Michael,
Not for sure.
Michael.
It's definitely a turn off.
You taking the condom off, Michael?
I'm not.
It's not gonna hurt any of your
Come
future
on, man.
roles. It's it was the old you. You from Newark, New Jersey.
Stop
You
it.
definitely took the condom off when a girl asked you to before. Stop it.
Hey, man, look, I cannot neither confirm nor deny that statement.
Now, is there going to be a Creed too? Because I've been hearing already that I've been reading that that's already potential.
Potential? I mean, honestly, one foot in front of the other. Hopefully, this project, does well and it's received well. But it's definitely room at the end of the film to see where Adonis goes moving forward. And I think you wanna kind of see this character move.
Okay,
forward.
so you don't die in this.
No, I'm alive. I'm tired of dying. Like, literally, I told my team I'm not dying anymore. For a while. I can't. My mom can't see me die anymore. It's enough. I can't deal with it.
Did Fantastic Four humble you a little bit? So when movies come out and everybody's like, "Oh, it's gonna be a blockbuster. It's gonna be this," it's like nothing's guaranteed.
100%. It definitely had me manage my expectations on a lot of things, and definitely accept the fact that things are just not in your control. You can show up every day and give 110%, and it's still not work. And
But
that
for
doesn't
the
mean you didn't do a
screenings
bad
of
job.
this has gotten excellent reviews from people.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to like this one, and I'm excited about that. I'm really, really excited about it. Something I'm most proud of. So
I'm gonna go see that over the weekend. I actually went to watch Southpaw when that came out. I know you're not a big Southpaw fan.
no, who me? Yeah, I am. No, I'm definitely.
All right.
Are you going back to that? Stop taking shots over there. Them silent jabs. She's back there like.
They said you was in a little silent competition with Jake Gyllenhaal.
No, I'm in a silent competition with me and my boy Miles. You know what I mean? He was training
From
for
Love and Hip Hop?
No, Miles Teller. Miles Teller, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he did his movie Bleed for this, man, and I think it's you
Miles
need that.
bled for this.
No, Bleed for this. It's a movie.
Oh, got
my
you,
boy
got you.
Miles Teller.
Okay,
All right?
got you.
No, but it's a friendly competition. I think I'm competitive. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to playing sports growing up, so I need that running mate. You know what I'm saying? I need somebody that's gonna be able to challenge somebody to get better. You know what I'm saying? It's not a full blown competition, but it's a little friendly rivalry.
Will we cry during Creed?
I think hopefully you go through a lot of emotions. I hope you laugh, you cry, you know what I'm saying, you cheer, you get angry, you know what I'm saying. I think it's a well-rounded film.
Was Fruitvale Station a passion project for you?
100%. I mean, as a black man, I was very personal, and as an actor, you're not allowed to kind of say everything that you want to say all the time. So whenever I could hide the medicine in the food and
Medicine
and
in the candy.
and put it through the work.
Yeah.
That's what I'm about.
How does playing that role and then seeing what happened later on with police brutality the past couple of years, how does that affect you?
See, that's crazy. And this thing's been happening for years. It's been happening. The fact that so it's not something that's all of a sudden, oh my God, you know what I'm saying, we got to do something about it. It's been a problem. The fact that we got social networks and everybody has a camera phone, and the fact that we can get information and stories real time is putting such a spotlight on us right now. But it's very frustrating. That it keeps happening over and over and over and over and over again. And somebody's got to do something. And I ain't got those answers. You know what I'm saying? But if I continue to make people think through my work, or think about how we treat one another, how we look at somebody that may look differently or dress differently or talk differently or from a different place, then I could do my part. And I think that's my part.
You got flack too when you tweeted out "All Lives Matter," right?
I didn't even. That's not even a fact. That was another thing that somebody just kind of put out there.
They say you tweeted it and deleted it.
I mean, where is it at?
Yeah.
But it's one of those things, man. I gotta accept the fact that people.
What's wrong with tweeting "All Lives Matter"?
What do you mean?
Like, what's wrong with that?
Well, I mean, if somebody were to, tweet "All Lives Matter," it just depends. I think that was the anti-Black Lives Matter. I think it came out right around time to be like, no, it's not just about Black lives. It was all lives. It was a whole. It was because of all lives thing, which is crazy because in actuality, all lives do matter. Black lives, matter right now because of what's going on.
It's a particular
You know what I'm saying? It's going on right now. And I think, people just want to take words and kind of like throw them all over the place. But, yeah, man, because I feel like, me personally, all lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? But black lives, being a black man.
Understand the importance.
110%. You know what's going on right now. And we got to do something about it, man. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out, you know what I'm saying, a way to kind of make a real impact on that. And I know Obama is as well. And, hopefully, we get other people, other influencers, you know what I'm saying, to kind of step up and start talking about it and try to make a change.
Is it true you're playing Russell Simmons in a Def Jam biopic?
That is false.
Okay.
Russ is a,
you heard
a
that
buddy
one,
of mine. Yeah, I heard that one. Yeah, Russ is a buddy of mine. And, you can't be in every biopic.
Oh no!
You know what I'm saying? Like what? You can't be in every. You can't be in everyone. I gotta be like Dr. Dre, Russell Simmons. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
James Brown. You can't play everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Chadwick, man. That's the home.
Russell even shouted you out. Russell was like, "Man, my life is going in a great direction." When they get the handsome, and then he licked his lips. Michael B.
Man,
Jordan.
cut it out. It wasn't even no video. That was audio, man. What you talking about? It was a recording. Always want to start something.
We appreciate you for joining us. The movie comes out this weekend, Creed.
The 25th, right?
Make sure you go check that out. And we boxing with him tonight, E?
Yes, female.
We boxing with him tonight?
Did you just call me a female?
Oh, cut it out.
Yes,
I said yes, ma'am.
Oh, I don't know if I like that term either.
So you don't like what?
No, I'm kidding. I don't
Can't make y'all happy.
Oh, you got a girl though?
No, I'm single.
There you go. Stay single, man.
I'm single, man. Hopefully, the woman out there, for me, will reveal herself when.
Reveal herself.
How old are you?
28.
Yeah, wait till about 30.
Come on, 37?
Yes.
That's a little late. That's a little late in the game, man.
But you're about to have a lot of fun, man. I mean,
I'm enjoying it right
had a
now.
lot of fun already.
Yeah, he probably done had so much fun. He's probably ready.
I've had a good time. You know what I'm
You
saying?
have not had enough fun till you sitting down with Matt Lauer telling him that you are
Michael B. Jordan. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning, man. This guy's crazy, man.